Thanks for staying with us. The Reserve Bank has been warning people about the risks associated with cryptocurrency trading for a while already. And now local regulators have issued a consultation paper proposing regulations for crypto assets and to assist in mitigating the risks associated with crypto trading. We're joined by Bridget King, Director of Banking and Finance Practice at Cliffe Dekker Hofmeyr Attorneys, and she's live for us in our Cape Town studios this Friday evening. Bridget, thank you so much for joining us. Now, like I said to you off air, people hear cryptocurrency and they either run for the hills or they really want to tell you everything they know about it. But this question around whether or not we need stronger laws is something that's been a long time coming. How have South Africa's lawmakers been dealing with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin up until now, though?
In the past, it's really been an unregulated space. So we've seen a few press releases and media statements over the years, no concrete proposals until just recently. So investors in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and other crypto assets, they had to comply with their offshore investment allowances under exchange control and the usual tax consequences, but there were no formal sector-specific laws for crypto.
Now, just last month, the Reserve Bank published that consultation paper we were speaking about on how they might seek to impose laws on crypto trading. What did we learn from that consultation paper?
So they've kind of adopted, you could say in a sense it's a light touch approach. There's not going to be an outright banning of the use of cryptocurrencies. They're looking more to register the crypto asset service providers, so the guys who are providing the platforms and the vending machines, get those registered. And then they're looking for a monitoring regime where they can have some sort of regulatory oversight into the size of the market, the volume of trades, how much trading is between Rand and crypto and Rand, how many South Africans are using it, how many merchants are accepting it. So it's going to be more of a monitoring system that they're proposing than a prohibitive regime.
So where does the protection of our consumers come into this? If they are looking at bringing in some kind of regulations or monitoring, as you call it, does the average investor buying Bitcoin through a platform have any recourse if perhaps they were faced with an unscrupulous scam of some kind, or they don't know exactly what they're signing up for?
That's exactly right. I think that the consumer issues is what's really put pressure on the regulators to come up with some concrete proposals. We've seen so many scams in South Africa and abroad, investors placing their money with what looks like a legitimate platform, but turns out to be, a con artist who absconds with your investments. We've seen companies who convince you to transfer your Bitcoin to them against guarantees of high returns over a short period. And ultimately, it's a Ponzi scheme or some other kind of fraudulent scheme. So what the consultation paper, the way they want to address this is to have a registration regime where anybody in the crypto asset space, whether you're a platform provider, a vending machine, a custodian, a payment service provider, a digital wallet provider, they're going to say you need to be registered at a central point. And that registration would give consumers a level of comfort that they could find out whether they're dealing with a registered service provider or not. And we would hope that that would form the basis. It's not set out in the consultation paper, and that might be something which we would like to see in the future, a basis for authorizing crypto asset service providers and holding them to certain fit and proper requirements, conduct standards, financial soundness tests. But we haven't seen that yet, but that would be something that would make the protection for consumers a little bit stronger.
Now, Bridget, you're the Director of Banking and Finance Practice with the firm that you're with. Now, if somebody's watching and they think that maybe they've been done in on a cryptocurrency scam of some kind, does the ordinary investor, if we can call them that, know what their rights are? Where do they go to the police? Do they go to a firm? Will any legal firm actually know what to do if they come to them with a scam of this kind that for many people sounds like it happens in La La Land?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, the problem is because it's unregulated and this cryptocurrency, it's not issued by the government. It's decentralized. There's no intermediary. So at the moment, you can't go to the Ombudsman, you can't go to the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, or the SARB, or a bank, or anybody. So really, you've got to lay a criminal case, and that's your only recourse. Rely on the ordinary principles of fraud to recover your money in a criminal and a civil suit.
Goodness me, what a complex story, and one that indeed I think people will keep an eye on as it develops and as we find out more about it. Bridget King of Cliffe Dekker Hofmeyr Attorneys joining us live from Cape Town. We thank her so much for her time and her expertise on that matter this evening.